I'm very familiar with the Rotary organization. My husband belongs to the Waterloo Rotary, and so I've attended events and meetings there with him. As Rick did say, I'm Pam Jacobs, providing leadership to our 3-county unit, Madison, Monroe, St. Clair. That just happened back in 2010, where with a reorganization, we had been either a single county organization or some multi-counties, and then we went through a major restructuring, and now we have 27 units around the state. So we range from a 3-county unit, such as ours, or there are up to 5 counties in a unit. And besides myself, we have educators that provide educational programming in a variety of subjects. And then we have civil service staff who support programming such as the 4-H program, which you'll learn more about. Also the Master Gardener program, which maybe you know, some of you might know a little bit about that as well. So in this 3-county unit, our primary focus is on the 4-H youth development program, as well as the home horticulture and commercial horticulture. We have an educator who provides training and support to that program area, and then we have close to about 250, 275 master gardeners within the 3-county unit that then do outreach from the extension offices and work with homeowners with questions, with various community projects and such. And then another program area is our nutrition education program. We have 2 federal programs that we provide nutrition education into the schools, and we have staff going into the schools and working with students, classrooms on nutrition and physical education, the importance of healthy eating as well as healthy habits. And then we also have one of our federal programs works with families in the nutrition education. Also learning about good nutrition and cost comparison and lots of different factors in helping their families develop good skills and eating and nutrition. Then our another program area, we do community economic development and leadership. We have an educator that works with city, village groups, helping small businesses look at their business to how can they be more sustainable, what educational opportunities do they need to help their employees do a better job marketing or working in their industry. So that's a real wide overview of what we focus on in the 3-county area in providing. The University of Illinois Extension, as Rick said, maybe many of you have heard about us. We are the outreach from the University of Illinois. And so we bring education to the local people in those program areas that I mentioned in a variety of ways, not only small group type programming, one face-to-face. We do a lot of webinar type education to the public, as well as printed material, so social media use of getting information out, posting on our website and Facebook and such. So we provide programming in a lot of different venues of reaching people to let them know of what we do. We receive a lot of questions through our office, and if we don't have an answer, or if we don't program in that area, then we do a lot of referral work to organizations that we partner with and or that we know work in that particular area, so to speak. And so we do work with partnerships with schools, businesses, organizations, also in a variety of ways to, again, help people with their questions or situations that they need support or answers, or talking through a situation or something. So do we have anyone here today that is a graduate of the University of Illinois? Oh my goodness sakes, nobody is graduate from the university, okay.
Ask how many wish they were.
Oh, okay, wish they, some that wish they were, okay, all right. Well, I was just curious, But Are some of you familiar with U of I Extension? Have you used our services or called our office or Master Gardener? Okay, there we
So
go.
do you still do the soil testing for gardens?
We will, other organizations or businesses send it in, and then we do interpretation of the results that come back for people. So we do a piece of it. We don't do the testing that goes,
Okay.
you know,
Let
into,
me ask another way. Can we still bring a soil sample to you and you'll test it?
no, no. You need to take it to places that do the testing, such as places like farm service organizations, or there are other places that will do it. And we have lists of those places in each county. But then when the results come back, we will talk with the homeowners about the interpretation of the results. We have master gardeners that will help do that.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, well, that's just a real overview. I know we're on a time schedule because most of you get back to, I'm not done because I brought a coworker with me, Ashley Wetzler. Ashley is our 4-H youth development educator, and Ashley is going to speak about the 4-H program that, how many of you are aware of that program? Okay. So many of you have either are aware of it or heard about it or been involved with it.
Dated somebody in 4-H.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. I was in 4-H.
Good, that's great. And we're always looking to expand the 4-H program in communities. So, you know, I know we have a 4-H club in Bethalto. We don't have one here in East Alton, so that might be something that we'd be liking to be interested in working on developing more 4-H programming in the communities within the counties. What we pride ourselves in with the 4-H program is leadership skills, helping youth develop important life skills such as the public speaking, responsibility, decision making, all through club work and our individual projects that they are enrolled in. And so, you know, we're always trying to reach out to more youth, involving them in the structure of the 4-H program, which we have a variety of ways that we structure the 4-H program. So anyway, we thought, we knew this would be a really fun group. Most Rotaries are our fun group. And so we brought our Wheel of Fortune to help you learn a little bit more about the 4-H program. So, and we even have prizes, so, you know, be thinking now, you know. Okay, Ashley.
Okay, so I need some volunteers that would like to come up here and spin the wheel of 4-H trivia. Some of it has to do with 4-H, and a few questions have to do with Illinois Extension.
Are we answering the questions? and
Yes.
spinning the wheel?
Spinning the wheel and answering the questions.
Oh, I'll take it.
There we go, there we
All
go.
right.
I'll do one.
Do you still
Okay.
remember that gal Spiel that you dated?
I just know that they don't,
You gave the girl, so who knows when
statute of limitations is not up on some things. What is the motto of 4-H? Home, health, hospitality, and horses.
So you can look and find the real answer.
Where would I look?
You can take it out.
Oh, okay.
And what is the 4-H motto?
Oh, to make the best better. Wow.
You're close.
You're close. You're really close.
I thought it had 4 H's in it or something.
Rhonda knows what it is.
No.
Okay.
I was scared when I was
You.
4-H. I was after Girl Scouts. And then when I had to go make a speech in front of everybody, I was scared to death on how to make brownies. That's what I did
Yeah,
about 4-H.
But see, now you're speaking to.
I know. Now I'm here.
And
They've
make
got a Girl
brownies.
Scout, wow.
Making brownies. Okay, what does each H in the 4-H clover represent? Okay, I just said the 4-H's. Okay. Shoot.
Home.
Do you remember the pledge?
That was like over 40 years ago.
Oh, you never forget it though.
Home,
Health. Hickeys.
No, I'm not saying that's your department. Home health, I know it makes sense, be something common.
Hands and heart.
Hands.
Hands and heart.
Horses.
Probably that's not right.
It's close.
On horses.
Oh, head, heart, hands, health. Good job. So it was the head.
I was,
Someone else knew how to do the hickeys.
I don't remember them, but I'll try.
Okay, Eric, you're next.
Come on down.
I was in a 4-H club, that was a lot of years ago, because I'll be 79 in April.
It's all right. You're still a 4-H alum.
Oh, and I didn't bring my glasses up.
Wait.
What is the trademark symbol of the 4-H program?
It's the 4-H club.
Yeah.
All
Anyone else?
Paul?
Go ahead, Paul. Come on, Paul. Come on, Paul.
Give it a spin.
That's right.
Sure. What act is known as the Land Grant College Act? What's the question, Paul? What act is known as the Land Grant College Act?
This is a federal act.
Paul, 4-H.
A
Has that something to do with
federal
4-H?
grant.
With the extension.
What is that? What act established?
We wouldn't have 4-H if it wasn't for
Right.
extension.
Farm Aid, I don't know.
Anybody else know?
Get out of jail free.
The Morrill Act.
Oh, yeah.
That's
When was that passed?
Is that
1862.
1862?
That was what established the land grant universities across the United States. So every state has a land grant university. And what is Illinois'?
Some school in Champaign already.
That is the land, University of Illinois is a land grant.
I think Purdue's one in Indiana,
Yeah,
Iowa State.
yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, good.
Any Illinois football on there? Some people know football, basketball.
How many losing seasons?
Now Larry's over there saying a little prayer here. Okay, true or false? Young people in 4-H are nearly 2 times more likely to plan to go to college.
50-50.
You're good, Alan.
Yeah, I think
Go
you're
with your
safe.
gut.
I'm gonna say it's true.
You're correct.
Well, that was good.
Anyone else?
Yay, good.
Let me stop.
One company at a time.
How many volunteers are supporting Illinois 4-H?
Oh, Lord.
If you get it somewhat close.
A lot. How many volunteers?
2,500.
Look.
6.
Wow, 20,067 volunteers.
Wow.
120 hours per volunteer spent preparing and teaching youth.
I think Lori should get it.
Is that close enough?
Check the 2 right.
So you can clearly see volunteers are a big foundation of our program. If we didn't have all the volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do some of the programming that we do for our youth. So we are always looking for volunteers, and we're very appreciative of people that do volunteer for our organization. Anyone else?
Pat.
Come on, Pat.
All right.
What do you got to lose? Other than your
Resident attorney.
self-esteem.
Illinois 4-H curriculum focuses what 3 subject areas?
Big broad area.
Horse betting?
If you can get at least one. You get one.
Come on, I didn't get that.
Well, the health, nutrition, and
Nutrition, the healthy lifestyles, yes.
Home ec.
health, nutrition, and Careers.
You did get one. Careers, though, you can take one. With careers, the citizen and leadership. So we have citizen and leadership, that is considered one, healthy lifestyles. And then science, engineering, and technology, it's called SET, that is one in itself. So that is our foundation of our program, which is very broad.
Has that always been that?
In some ways, yes, just different words. You know, when 4-H and Extension started, we were helping more with crop production, homemaking type, education. Right,
Farm and then
right,
home.
right.
Because if people had to bring up, they brought the animals to the fair.
Right, right.
Watch the pig bringing in.
And we still do have a large enrollment in livestock, but it has increased in a lot of companion animals or the small animal projects, a little bit more. I mean, we still have large animal interest, but also growing in the other. And then a lot of interest in the robotics program and, as Ashley said, technology, the science part of it. Alton High School, the last couple of years, has worked with us, and they built a large robot, which maybe some of you knew about, read about. I know it was in the paper. And then competed in some competitions, and that was a partnership with us and through JCPenney as well on some grant monies to help them build. When they went to the competition, one year they built this large robot that would shoot basketballs. And so we, there's just a real high interest in more of the technology because of the industry out here, needing kids that know about technology and computer science and et cetera. So we had a group, a robotics group in Waterloo that built a robot, and then it was featured at the Farm Progress Show in Decatur this summer, and again it tossed things out to the crowds and such. So and kids just love things like that. Those of you that had children, just all the gaming and things to figure out and what have you. So, but that's, the industry is in need of kids that know and have an interest in science and technology.
And that brings up a good point. I think a lot of people feel that 4-H deals with just agriculture, and it doesn't anymore. Basically, whatever the kid is interested in, there's something for that child. We have cake decorating. Yes, we still have sewing. We have robotics. We do aerospace science. I mean, pretty much anything that they're interested in, we can find a project. I'm a 4-H alumni, and I always did photography. But I was more coned on the leadership activities that 4-H offered. And look at me now. Now I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do and work for Extension. So 4-H has definitely helped me out, helped me with my public speaking, and it made me confident and responsible and self-determined, and that's what our program provides. So, if you have a child or you know of someone that might be interested in 4-H, please let us know. We'd be glad to help get them involved in a club, because it really does a lot for their self-esteem. And I just know myself, I wasn't athletic, and I just had a hard time in school trying to find something that was my outcome, and 4-H was my outcome. I've been a member since I was 10. So it is a really good youth organization. And it is the nation's largest out-of-school educational program. And anyone else want to try?
Why?
One more?
Come on, Chris.
One more.
Wow, Chris.
Come on.
Chris, come on, Chris.
I think we should have
Chris.
Okay, two more. Let's go.
Come on,
Chris.
hold up.
Come on.
Harry, Harry.
I didn't know what 4-H was or the extension was before I got here today.
Well,
Wow.
that's good now.
You know what public humiliation is like.
What does each H in the 4-H clover represent?
Okay.
For a friend?
Spin it again.
Spin it again.
You think you can remember yourself?
Who signed the Monroe Act in 1862?
Read it again. We had that.
No, who signed it? I'll tell you, it's a precedent.
Yeah.
And from Illinois.
What year?
From Illinois.
1862.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right.
I was right.
All right.
I got it first.
Very good.
Yes.
And the last one, one more?
Good. Come on, Chris. Come on down, Chris. Chris.
Go ahead, Wendell. Come on, Chris. 4H.
All right, we'll just spin for you, and then we'll just see.
Oh, we already have that one.
Oh, we had that
Oh, this is a good one.
one. Okay. True or false, 42.8% of youth in 4-H come from a farm.
False.
False.
Yes. Does anyone know how many people, or how many youth do come from a farm?
18. Yeah. National ID.
Actually, 5.8% come from a farm. 42.2% come from towns under 10,000 and rural. 23.9% come from towns of 10,000 to 50,000. 9.8% is suburbs, and 18.3% is cities. So you can very well see that it has expanded, and it's definitely changed. It's not the sows, plows, and cows. That's how I always interpret it. It's a lot broader. So
That's the motto.
yeah.
Well, we thank you very much for inviting us to join you today, and hope that you gained a little bit of information about U of I Extension and the 4-H program. Yes.